Hi, it's Jordan with Flexijet. I want to talk to you today about some of the design features of the Flexijet. So the first thing I want to talk about is the case that the Flexijet's in here. So from the ground up, the Flexijet is designed to not only be an extremely accurate measurement system, but it's also designed for the user. So little things like the fact that the case fits really nicely in the hands. The buttons are exactly where you'd expect them to be. The capture button right there, our scroll wheel here if we want to adjust some things on screen. And of course we've got our color touchscreen on there with the functions available right to us on the screen. It behaves just how you'd expect it to. Swipe left and right for more functions and scroll up and down. So it's really easy for us to get our hands around the Flexijet and aim it and control it this way. It also sits on a tripod that's really stable, of course, really important for us to get accurate measurements. We can also measure truly straight down below the Flexijet and straight up above the Flexijet. And of course, because we're wireless, we can spin around 360 degrees. We've also, of course, got our Xbox controller that lets us control the Flexijet remotely. So this means that if I'm measuring, I can actually control the Flexijet with one hand and get myself right exactly where I want to be when I'm measuring. So another great feature, can save a lot of time with walking back and forth and can increase our accuracy by giving us really fine motor control over the Flexijet while we're measuring. Another thing I want to talk about is our laser technologies. This is a laser that's specifically designed for the situations that we encounter as templators. So tight angles, darker surfaces, and even in this case, I got a tile backsplash behind me. So this is a semi-gloss tile here that, of course, Flexijet has no problem capturing. So that makes a big difference when we're out on the job site, not having to spend a bunch of time putting up tape. It blows my mind that people are okay with, before they can even start measuring, putting a tape on every little piece of surface just before they can even start. So of course the touchscreen makes a big difference there too for us to be able to navigate around there. Also, Flexijet's battery lasts a long time. So depending on how much we're using the motors, it can last even multiple days of measuring. And it's user removable. So if you're flying with your Flexijet, taking it to some tropical destination for a templating job, for example, or maybe you just want to take it on vacation with you, that battery comes right out the bottom so you can safely fly with your Flexijet along with you. Again, talking about how Flexijet's made for the user. So features that seem obvious, but really haven't been implemented before. So for example, we've got a shock sensor built in. So that's adjustable to the precision you want. So if you're measuring, you walk away from the Flexijet for a second, come back to it, it pops up on the screen here and on the screen of our tablet with a warning letting us know that the Flexijet's been bumped. And so we know right away that we need to check our measurements here before we continue measuring. So and going along with that too, if I take a measurement while I'm moving the Flexijet. So if I'm moving the Flexijet, pops up with a warning for me, hey, movement during measurement. These are things that are built for you, the templater, the measuring person, to help make your job more accurate. And one of my favorite features, and this is, again, one of those things, we're taking the Flexijet to multiple job sites if you're measuring every single day, in and out of the case. How do you make sure that the Flexijet's not going to get damaged? Well, of course, it's robustly built, but I'll show you what happens when I turn the Flexijet off here. So press the power button. It's going to move itself back to the 0 position, and in just a second, well, there we already heard it, it's going to actually put a pin out there and lock the head automatically. So for transportation, storage, all the rest, Flexijet takes care of it for you. There's no chance for user error in there where it could get damaged during transport or something like that. So I can simply pick the Flexijet up, put it in the case, take it to the next job, power it on, and it's going to do the opposite. It's going to auto-unlock that head for me. So as you can see, the Flexijet's designed for the user. It's designed for what we're going to use it for. It's designed for measuring. We'd love to talk to you a little bit more about how Flexijet can help you make measuring easy and accurate. Give us a call at 1-844-MY-FLEXI or sales@flexijet.info. And we'd love to do an interactive online demo with you where we can show you just how accurate and how easy to use the Flexijet is.